Hey, what's up? What's up, YouTube? This is your host. Look, your host, King Geo. Where we go with a little sock. I'm gonna put it here too, King Geo. All right. First and foremost, happy Thanksgiving to
First and
each.
foremost, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving. I hope that you're having a good time, or that you've had a good time in with your Thanksgiving with your family and friends. Whether you're out here in the world, or you're out in the hospital, or you are in jail or in prison, I'm gonna give a shout out to those who are in jail. We usually don't do that, so give a shout outs to them because just because they're in jail doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be recognized. So give a shout out to each and every one of you guys who are in jail. Keep strong. Those who are in the hospital beds right now, don't worry, God got you. Also, be strong. God has your back. I'm doing something that's what I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I'm just doing something here real quick. There we go. That's what I wanted, and I got it. All right. So it's Thanksgiving. Hey, Jerk, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Long time don't see. Long time don't see. There's a lot of you have gone MIA on me. You know, that's I'm the type of person that when I was a kid, I looked forward to Thanksgiving because it brought all of us together as a family. But now my family's separated. I'm here. My mother's in Puerto Rico. My sister lives here also, but it's the distance thing. I'm not a distant thing that we live close, but it's a complicated brother and sister relationship. I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. And my brother lives in Georgia and stuff like that. So we all are immediate. You working? Damn, where you working at now? That you working? My immediate family's far. I got cousins in Florida. I got uncles in Florida. I got uncles in Puerto Rico. So we're not here. I got friends over in Italy. So it's kind of hard. Friends in New York. And stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm here with my family. So, oh, you're working for Enterprise? Yeah, they work 24 hours a day. So anyway, at least you're working, bro. Don't worry about it. At least you get your 2 days off. It ain't no biggie. Now, it's messed up for those people who got the day off, like McDonald's workers and some Walmart workers that don't get their day paid. Some people don't get this day paid, which sucks. Right? If they paid you the day, that would be awesome, but they don't. But all in all, I had a good time. Both my daughters text me to tell me happy Thanksgiving, and that is a first for me because my first daughter, I haven't seen her in 2012. It's going to be 9. It's 9 years now. It's going to be 10 years next year. Before 2012, I didn't see my daughter in 16 years. So altogether, in her 27 years in life, I only seen my daughter a few times in her lifetime. For the first 2 years, I seen her a lot. But once something happened, she was given up for adoption. He said the grandfather said adoption, but it wasn't. He put her in a foster home. Had I known that, things would have been different, guys. But that's a long story. Also, after the year, so on January 8th makes it a year that you've been there. Then after that, you get holiday pay, and it just hurts. It just hurts. Because I was under the assumption that she was given up for adoption because of what happened to her mother, and that was painful enough. But at least today, both of them said Happy Thanksgiving. One said Happy Thanksgiving, Dad. The other one called me by name, which of course is the oldest one, which I don't mind. Of course, I don't have that time to be called Dad, so that is good for me. I was satisfied with that. And that made my Thanksgiving, so I'm grateful for that. Right? Amen. But I'm grateful every day. So I don't take one day out of a year to say thanks. I do that every day when I wake up. When I eat my breakfast, I give thanks to God. When I go to sleep, I try to say thank you to God for the day that He has given me. So I'm grateful every day. So just think about saying be grateful every day. I mean, be grateful one time of the year. That's not my thing, but it is what it is. But hey, piece of house, how you doing, man? Well, my channel. Well, welcome to the channel. I'm King Gio, by the way. I'm from the Bronx. You can tell by the accent, but I live in North Carolina. My channel is about it's an array of things, bro. I go. It's unfortunate, but I get to find my niche. But whatever you want to talk about, we talk. I might talk about political. I talk about science. I talk about sports. I talk about a little bit of everything. I gossip. If you have a gossip for me, I would say. If you want me to shout somebody out, you want me to. If you got somebody that's doing something that's supposed not to be done on YouTube, I do that. So my channel first started with in 2012, something simple, and then in 2018, we blew up with um Omi the Hellcat that I reported on him. But other than that, we can chill and talk about anything. What about crypto? Which crypto you want to talk about? Crypto right now is down. Most of them are down. Jay Jerk, you just bought two houses, and how do you do that? How do you do that? Working with enterprise. Tell me how you do that, buddy, because I want to know. So yeah, Pizza, tell me which crypto you want to talk about. Because I myself got crypto. I got into crypto a few months ago. So crypto, it's good. Um, Depending on the crypto, because there's so many cryptos out there. What do you want to learn, man? What do you want to learn? I mean, the first thing in crypto that you got to do with any investment, is that you put in the money that you're able to lose. That's very, very, very important. You're able to have money that you're able to lose. So if you have $100 or $200 or $500 stash in your house, and you say, you know what, I can afford to lose that, and then you go around and you can play with crypto or with any stock exchange, with any stock market, because if you lose it, you lose it. It's not going to affect in any way, shape, or form. But you don't go out there and bet, yeah, and bet your house, or you don't do that. Oh, $1.5 million lawsuit. All right. There you go, buddy. So if you got a $1.5 million lawsuit, are you working at why are you working at Enterprise, bro? Come talk to me. We'll open up a business together, bro. You put in the money and I put in the knowledge. So yeah. So first thing you do is that you don't spend money that you're not willing to lose. So you got like I said, if you got $500, whatever it is that you have that you're willing to lose, then you bet on that. And then you gotta do your own research. You go to Telegram, you can go to Instagram, and try to find a coin that is stable, a coin that is appeasing to you. Because most of these coins that are coming out now, they are more centered on like NFTs. They're more centered on a cause. Like Dogecoin is centered. Dogecoin is not too much on a cause. Like Baby Doge. Baby Doge is based on a cause. They want to rescue animals. Evergrow is a coin that wants to. It gives you 8% back of every transaction that's made, and that's a good coin. And and I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just giving you my advice. So don't say I gave you financial advice. So I'm not a financial advisor. So you just look at the coin that you think it's the most. What I like to see. My family the other day, I had like $250 million. I mean, 250 million Shiba coins, and I took it out a few months ago. And my sister made out of $250, she made $2,000 the other day, and she took it out. All right, you could do that, and 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 she pulled out. And now, so it was an all-time high. Now Shiba Inu, it's down again. So now is a good time to buy Shiba Inu when it's going down. Now is a good time to buy because, but you gotta remember these coins. These coins are unstable, and these coins, they like everything else, they tend to go up and they tend to go down. What's my Instagram? Hold on a minute. My Instagram. Look me up for King GOPR. Let me make sure. I don't want to give you the wrong one. Yeah, King GOPR. This is my Instagram. 1 minute. All right. So it all depends. So it all depends on the coin that you want to invest in Bitcoins is a waste of time because you don't have $50,000-$60,000 to invest on just one coin. You know, that was good when Bitcoin back in 2012, in 2010, when Bitcoins was just pennies. And if you left it there now, 12 years later, and you bought 100 Bitcoins, you'll be a multi-millionaire by now. So the crypto coin is a good market to get into, but you have to be careful too which coins you go into because there are a lot of rug pulls, and you have to be aware of that. A lot of people like to get your money and run, so be careful with that. But in anything that you do, you have to do your own diligence and feel comfortable on what coin you're going to put your money in. That's it. And you leave it there for the long run. You only lose money if you sell. Because you can always get out. If it's not a rug pull, you can always get out when it hits when it hits where, like, let's say you put $100 and it went down to 50. You're like, oh, I don't want this coin anymore. So you just wait for that coin to reach $100 and you just get out. Just so you don't lose anything. So you only lose money when you sell. So yeah, guys. So that was it. That was my Thanksgiving. On my birthday, I didn't do much on my birthday. I just spent it at home. You know, my brother passed away, so I really do much. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so it's not something that I was looking forward for my birthday. But apparently, when my brother passed away, that just killed everything. You got good ideas we could do with Virginia, where you live. I live in North Carolina. Where in Virginia you live at? I'm only 20 minutes away from Danville and 20 minutes away from Martinsville. That's what I'm away from. So yeah, so like I was saying, so on my birthday I didn't do much. Like I said, my brother passed away, so that took everything away, and I just wanted to concentrate on me, and I turned another year old. I turned a year older, and I just wanted to see where my life was going to lead because because life is short, and I wanted to see where I see that question when they ask you at a job interview, what do you see yourself in 5 years? But I asked myself that question, where do I see myself in 20, 30 years? Old. But other than that, I see myself in a good place. I see in the next 5 years, I see myself in an awesome place where hopefully I am financially stable. Like I said, I don't seek richness because when I die, I can't take money with me. But I do want to help people, and I want to help as many people as I can before I do pass away. And the whole point of life is to leave a legacy. You know what I'm saying? And a good legacy. You don't have to. You don't have to be rich to live a legacy. You can be a custodian and sweep the floors of a school, and you can be amicable to each and everybody, and you talk to them, and you've impacted some student's life, and you impacted some of the teacher's life. That goes on, and they'll say, I remember when King Geo was 20 years ago, he was a custodian here, and he taught this kid to do this. This kid became this. Oh, do you know when this kid hit 500 in baseball? Or King Geo was the one that gave him an advice. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Well, it all depends, Jay Jerk, because I have my brain lurks a lot. Not lurks, it thinks a lot, and it's just it depends. It depends on the situation. I've thought about restaurants. Well, restaurants is a risky business nowadays with COVID. I thought about a food truck, but it depends. Here where I live at, I wanted to open up a Puerto Rican restaurant, a small Puerto Rican restaurant, and that's only because the Mexican restaurants here where I live at, they get jam packed, and these white people, they love something different. They really do. They love things differently. Um, real estate is a good commodity to do. If you have money for real estate, you could buy up houses and live on those. Make sure that your real estates have duplexes, so you have passive income. So a you get a 4 bedroom or a 3 unit house, right? Let's say you get it through a loan, through an FHA loan, and you live one apartment. You live there for a year. You have to live there for a year according to their rules. And the other 2 units you rent it out. So one unit pays your mortgage, and the other unit that's passive income. That's for you, because everybody else is going to be paying their light and their water, right? That's separate. So you paying your light and your water. You only have to live there for a year. Once the year is up, you can leave, get another place, right? And then you have 3 incomes coming in, which one is for the 1 unit pays for the rent, I mean for the mortgage, and the other 2 unit is passive income. And you add a little bit here, you add a little bit there, you get yourself some. You getting the house is getting equity, the house is getting value, and that's what you want. You want the house to get more and more value, and that's good. You know, things like that you can go to rehab, but I mean rehabbing a house, that's also good. You buy a house, you rehab it, and you rent it out. So you get a house like right here. There's a house here that's $65,000. You get that house inside is okay. But you got to do. I would do the roof, and there's a porch outside. I would do that porch, and you can easily rent it out for $800, $900 with a 3 bedroom house, and you rent it out. The area is not the best area in the world, but you rent it out to people with Section 8. But what you do when you're renting out to people with Section 8, you rent it out and you vet. A lot of people do it. A lot of people have a lot of mistakes that they don't vet their 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 tenants. I would vet my tenants. I would say, you know what, I'm going to go through a background check. I would definitely call their ex-landlords, make sure how they are as a person, because sometimes these people, you give them a good house, you give them a good apartment, and they leave it a wreck. And that's just not just Section 8. That's people all over. But mostly that's why a lot of people don't rent to Section 8, or people don't rent to programs because of that. A location here in where I live at, I would have to see, or you would have to come down and see, because I'm gonna tell you something though. Where I live at, there's 3 Mexican restaurants, and I shit you not. Those 3 Mexican restaurants at Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, they are jam packed, and I've been here for 2 years. They are jam packed, and they're Mexican restaurants. So if you present to these white people something different, they will come. They actually will come because it's something different. There's a Puerto Rican restaurant in Greensboro. I haven't gone to it, called Osa and One. I haven't gone to it, so I don't know how their food is. But it's something. It's something different. You know. So you have to get, because where the restaurants are at, they're right here in the main road. So I'm assuming the rent there is going to be, the rent there is expensive, and you have the golf. But the golf club has, see, and then next to the golf club here, they have another Mexican restaurant called Santana's. So that you go from here to there. So that, but each restaurant is different. Each restaurant, these 3 restaurants, their food is different. I've tasted from 3. I've tasted 2. One I would never taste again. I didn't like their food. The other one I would taste again because I when I worked at a hotel near there, I was always eating there, so it was good. But yeah, but there's a lot of things you could do, my man Jay Jerk. You can invest it and make more money on it. You know, you could take $1,000, $2,000, and just put it on the crypto and let it ride for a week, and let it ride for a month or so, and see how your money works out on that. I mean, there's a lot of things that I would do with 1.7. Buying the houses, that's a great investment. That's an excellent. That's an excellent investment because a house you can always add to it, right? You can add to a house, and you can always make money on a house. You could buy a house here. You can buy a house. You can get it and then put it back up, or just repair what you have that needs to be repaired. And if you bought it for $40,000, you sell it for $70,000, $80,000, and you double in your money, depending on how much you pay the contractor, depending on how much you pay for the materials. So you got to take that all into consideration, and boom, you're good to go. You are good to go. That's also a good investment. There's a lot of ways to make money, especially if you have the thing. But we can sit down, Jay Jerk, and you could pitch me your ideas. I'll pitch you my ideas, and we see. You're the one with the capital, not me. I'm just the man with the head. So that is good. See, I had a lawsuit back when I was a kid, but I only got $10,000 when I turned 18 years old, and I fucking blew that money away quickly. Had I known then what I know now, things would have been different. Because I would have taken that $10,000 and I would have multiplied it by 10%. I mean, by 100-fold within a year or two, because I would have hung out with nothing but Wall Street people, and I would have invested. So I would have what I wanted to do. Then this is something you could do too, Jay Jerk, which is something that leaves a lot of money. You can open up a liquor store. You open up a liquor store, and the liquor store leaves a lot of money. A friend of mine in the Bronx, bought a liquor store. The thing with liquor store is that you cannot have a felony because they don't give you a liquor license. But if you don't have a felony, you're good. But you have to wait. But my friend bought a liquor license. He bought a liquor store back in the 70s. And did you know that on lotto tickets alone, because you get a percentage of, you maybe get $1 or whatever, you get a percentage of the lotto tickets that you sell. On lotto tickets alone, in 1 year, he made $1 million. That's how he bought his houses, just on a liquor license. So on a liquor store, and then at the end, once he passed away, he sold. He had one. He sold. At the end, he had 3. Then he sold the last one to this African group, and they shitted on him, which I didn't know. Because had I known, I would say, Harry, don't sell to these African people. Not because they're African, man. It's because you don't trust nobody that's not going to give you money right there, right? And they tell you, I got to get my money coming from my country. And once I get the money, I give you the money. And then before I give you money, you give me keys. No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Like I said, Jay Jerk, you got my IG. That's King GOPR, and you can write to me there, and we can get in contact. Just look at the inspiration. We're talking about. Look at the inspiration. Look at I like people like this. Look at Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal started. Even though you got your lawsuit, but think about it this way. Look how Shaquille O'Neal started. And he's like worth close to $1 billion. And the stories that I hear about this man, it's inspirational because he never took anything for granted. When he gives away. He gives a lot of money away. But it's how he saved, how he became an entrepreneur. How he became an entrepreneur. That's the key right there. How he became an entrepreneur, my brother. And if you see his stories, I mean, it's inspirational, and it's not just Shaquille O'Neal. You see a lot of people with and it's not money, guys. Don't get me wrong, it's not money, but a lot of people succeed in other areas that doesn't have to be money, But you have to be inspirational. It's like my son. My son spends $50. This is how life is. My son's playing a video game called Call of Duty on the phone. He plays it every day for God knows how long. Yes, he does work. He's been working He's been working the same place for a year and a half now, going on to 2 next year. And I tell him, if you're playing a game so long, don't play the game. Why don't you develop a game, right? So then today he wants to get a virtual gun, and what they do is that they shuffle these guns. It's like a raffle, like a raffle. So you buy 800 coins. They give you 6 different items, and to see if you get that gun that you particularly want, right? You spend $20, it gives you this gun, it gives you that, but it never gives you the gun. So I told my son, you're going to be spending money because they're not going to give you the gun until you spend a substantial amount of money. So he spent $20 last week, right? He goes, hey, Dad, can I get some money? I hold his money because I know the way he is. He's already grown man. He's 19 years old. And he says, Dad, can I get some money for the gun? So I was heated. I was like, you know what? I want to give you your money because you're a pain in the ass. You still don't run. We won't run. So I give him $50. I said, you know what? Take that $50. And I guarantee you're still not going to win because it's rigged, bro. That's the way they got it. They're not going to let you spend $20 and you win it with $20. No, they want you to spend 20 here, 40 here, 50 there. And when you spend a certain amount, and then the computer is going to give it to you because that's the way it's set up for them to take as much money as possible. And then they're going to give you. So he paid $50. He got like 8,000 coins, guys. 8,000 coins. He didn't even get the gun. So he looks at me with frustration and says, oh, all I needed was 2 more items. Do you want me to give you another $20, $30 to get coins to see if you get this item to get a virtual gun? A virtual gun. A game he might not even be playing 4 or 5 months. And I said, you spend $70 on a game. Well, you're going to buy yourself some clothes. You're going to buy yourself some food. Because I give him, I have an apartment house. I said, you can buy yourself some food. This generation don't think. They don't think at all. And I was kind of, wow. I was like, I was shocked. So if anybody else want to come into the show and say how they had their Thanksgiving, let's go. All right, guys. Oh, like I said, we're gonna go into my King Geo share channel. I got a lot of things that I gotta work out. Like I said, the death of my brother of 2 weeks ago. I'm getting over that. I haven't forgotten my brother, and that will never happen. I love him to death. And it is what it is. Sometimes it is what it is, but we have to do something. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Again, not subscribe to my channel. Please go ahead and do so. Peace out. This is King G. And Jay Jerk, don't forget, you can subscribe to my channel now. You can become a member. $1.99 a month, $3.99 or $4.99. Each one has its perks. So let me know. So let's go here. Participant. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please.